Yo, guys, I hope you're well. So, guys, it's time to check out our man Ren once again. And this time it's Ren's Tales, and he's got one here for us, Vincent's Tale, The Bedroom. So, for full disclosure, I'm not very well at all, guys, so I'm going to try and not speak too much. My voice is gone. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've been run down for the last few days, so apologies if my voice breaks or anything, because I know it will. But for full disclosure as well, I never look at these videos before I review them. And I'm just gone back because this is a whole series of tales from Ren. And it goes back to the Jenny and Screech universe, where there were 3 tales from Jenny and Screech. And now I think this is the 4th one from Vincent's Tale. So guys, we've had the prologue, we've had sunflowers, self-portrait, and now this one, The Bedroom. So this is 10 minutes long. I'm not going to waste any more time, guys. And, I've got the memory of a goldfish, so I've probably forgotten more than I remember. So, guys, I'm just excited because it's Ren. And Ren said he's got lots of projects in the pipeline and he's popping them out. Pop, 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 pop. So, guys, let's check this one out and let's enjoy. This is Vincent's Tale, The Bedroom, if I've got it right. Looks like he's in a prison. Yeah, it's a prison. Ooh. Whoa. Ren's there with his guitar, trusty guitar. Can you see the Van Gogh pictures? Sunflowers, Vincent Van Gogh in the background. Sorry, guys, didn't want to mess up. Before we get too deep into this, guys, Ren can play. And I've always said that Ren always, in my opinion, he always looks naked without his guitar. My man can play. This is some crazy riff he's playing.
Have you ever felt anger with nowhere to place it? Vincent felt cold, neglected and jaded, impotent, empathy castrated. Look for the new thing, always look for the new thing, but never look inside, never look within, without, above, below, same thing. Wait, it gets deeper than that. The insane thing is sane men living in insane terrain, contort insane brains that are kind of deranged, strange, without the factor of cause and effect. Factually, the man's a casualty of constant neglect. Let's start at the start. Vincent was born in the dark, home birth to a mother painted scars on her arm. Track march from the dragon, China white in the palm. Shooting up the birth canal, Vinny fell out like yarn. Tumbled out, himself unraveling, and that was the theme. Exceptionally average grade, sprayed with low self-esteem. From the fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream. Wu-Tang Clan. Really?
Fire to the frying pan, painting it green. When it's the cash that rules everything around me. Cream, get the money, funny bin. He weren't ever good at hustling, shitty jobs that he was dead and stocking. Started a combustion, nothing. Pulled him out of debt, the debt collector's rushing to be stripping him of everything. Eventually, there's nothing. The cycle is a cycle for a psychopath on ice. The day repeats, the days, the weeks the most your life. When the day's done, it's the same one. It's a repeat, it's a rerun. A deja vu religion, a foreboding of a prison. Whole Britain, Great Britain, how Britannia rule the waves. We started out with intentions and we ended up like slaves. Drink to kill the tension, but the drinks cost your wage. What helps you is what kills you when you're living 2DK.
Whoa. DK. So is the bedroom the prison? Vincent's in prison, the bedroom.
And so it goes. Vinny starts to drink to let go.
Sorry, people. He always reminds me of Sting.
Soon he's drinking, cause when he don't drink, every day is a day on death row. So he drinks so he don't have to think. Mercy. Days bittersweet. When the spirit that's inside of him sinks in his teeth, and the months turn over, May to October. More days pissed than the days he spent sober. Skin looks older, demeanor gets colder. Sledgehammer swing to that chip on your shoulder. A cold prison deep in alcoholism. 40% proof, no juice. Inhibition get loose by decision and taboos. When we're living for the booze, who's who he lose himself to? 1 too many, 1 2 3 shots down. Drown those sorrows up in London town. If we in for a penny, we in for a pound. Fate comes full circle. Now it's Vinny boys round.
Whoa. Is that a Van Gogh picture? Don't know. Ooh. Richard's Tale. But the old school hip hop beats. Anyone who was around in the 90s will know this. Yeah, man.
Siren starts singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance.
So we've gone back now to the night of his arrest because we saw him in the alley. I think they were in the Brighton, I'm not sure, it could have been anywhere. And he beat up that thingamajig. And this is where he just got arrested and going from the arrest to the jail cell, I think. This is what I'm thinking.
Siren starts singing as the screws murder silence. Stand on my Miranda, my right to remain violent. One man's resistance is another man's tyrant. When tyrants make the law, they go to war with non-compliance. Locked up, Vinny been locked up since his mother knocked up. Kitty grew up fast, pulled his socks up. Chop, chop, keep that credit top, top. Time is money, tick tock. Quantify the price upon your soul and then it's chop shop. Not particularly special, Vinny spent his life a vessel for the musings of the devil. Repetition caused some issues, turned the hide into a jackal. Building pressure in the kettle, bubble up to boiling level. Ooh man, he's a mad lad, falling on the warpath. Vinny split the atom like a Nagasaki bloodbath. Skies are raining black ash, copper car lights flash. Red and blue kaleidoscope, some folks don't like that. Never mind, just a victim of society. The one that serves you alcohol and sells you your sobriety. The one that sells you sex as it pedestals virginity. The one where we elect these lying pests with God ability. 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 1. Our boy spun his own web-fed tarantulas come like 9 to the 9 to the 9 for his crimes, timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed.
This reminds me of UK rap in the early 90s, people. It really does.
9 to the 9 for his crimes, timelines intersect. Rich's fate was designed.
This is old school hip hop, people. Right.
just set the scene. It's 2019. Richard and a boy named Screech. The hands of fate, they touch and reach. Siblings buried, blood it bleeds. Etched in Richard's memories. Force a model, troubled sleep. Takes a time of absently. Hitting the bottle to soften the blow in the walls of yourself, and there's nowhere to go. And his friends on the force, they don't call, they don't show. Go to therapy, regularly seem to plateau. When his popo went loco and woe so low that his mojo no mono rebound no yo-yo. And so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in...
Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed. Hold on. So we're getting some backstory here.
No yo-yo, and so the time it moved slow-mo. You see the case was never closed, cause the motive was confusing. Orphan killed his sister, but his sister was removed when the mother died in childbirth. But dying womb life brings the cycle of samsara. Always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister.
Or samsara like heaven or something, or life or something. Samsara, I can't remember what it means.
Life brings the cycle of samsara. Always was quite amusing. Brother killed his sister, but the record seemed to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talk.
That's mad. The brother killed his sister, but the brother didn't know. So he's talking about fate that goes on and... Oh, this is madness. I want to hear that again.
Brother killed his sister, but the record seemed to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know.
Oh, sorry, the brother killed his sister, but the record seemed to show that the brother never even met her. Wow, that's just madness.
Brother killed his sister, but the record seemed to show the brother never met his sister, didn't even know. So the tragedy was a catastrophe, a fate fucked up. Richard's losing sleep while his whole family's talk.
Therapy there.
The 5 stages of grief is a common psychological model often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss.
Madness. So Ren's now talking about the 5 stages of grief. And it was really weird because I remember when, well, I've been through that situation already, but when we were going through redundancy, they say people go through the 5 stages of grief, where eventually, I think the mid stage is where you actually believe it. There's disbelief, then you believe it, and then you accept it. And it's only once you've accepted it, then you can move on. Something like that.
Stages of grief is a common psychological model often used to provide reassurance to all those stricken by loss. For loss comes with a cost like frostbite, shockingly cold, paving the road to decomposure, decomposing your soul. 1. Denial, pretending for a while, reality retired, but everything is changing. Richie lost the will to smile, how to reconcile when murdering a child. The 2nd stage is anger, feel it bubbling the bile. Anger, damn the man that served the hand that wrote the plan. If God is will that's good and grand, then damn we are all are damn forsaken by creation. Revelations Richard cannot stand. The 3rd stage is bargaining, begging God for second chance. Lord, I know it is a reach, but I'm begging on my knees. Resurrect the boy James, resurrect the boy Screech. I'll devote my life to thee, I will live a life of peace. Stage 4 is depression, that's a lesson taught in grief. Depression, demonic like possession, that feeds upon this spark for life. No water is refreshing, no sunlight brings him warmth, no sleep will ever bring resting. His guilt and doubt are oh so loud, the silence sounds so deafening. Depression, the numbing of expression, the negative obsession, ruminating in oppression. Stressing is a lesson when your mind begins reflecting. That's stage number 5. 5 is acceptance.
Acceptance, that's it, 5. So it's Richard the policeman.
Souls get shaken up, the road's never quite ideal, but slow rise, dust it off. And let me tell you something, Richie, man, I'm proud, cause you pulled a stitch from the seam, the wound was open weeping. Felt like a regression, but that flesh was set for healing. You wrestled imperfections, misdirections, walked with demons. Most demons are a fallen angel, truth has double meanings. Perspective disconnects the trauma, trauma turns to lessons. The biggest curse you'll ever face could be your greatest blessing. Remember, in the darkest times, no need for second guessing. No path is ever linear, a stumble leads to stepping. You're a soldier, a scholar of life's sorrow, and day follows day. There will always be tomorrow when it gets colder. Whatever, it's only weather. Rain feeds the crops, let them grow, think clever. I'm so fucking proud of you, Richie, my boy. I know you're itchy, my boy, to get to work and deploy. Serve and protect my Don, in for the right reason. I know you think you've done wrong, but look at who you become. It's your first day at work, big man. Hold that head up high, my friend. Come on.
So he's the parent of was it the girl that was murdered? Or one of the children that was murdered. So from going through those 5 stages of grief, he's now come through the denial, anger, acceptance, blah, blah, blah. And he's now doing something good for the community by becoming a policeman to maybe prevent it from happening to someone else. Is that what this is? I'm not certain. So it looks like he's come through the counselling, because we saw in the scene before where he was told by probably a family liaison officer, blah, 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 you've lost your child. So this is the first day of his job and he's now in the Metropolitan Police. I might have got this totally twisted. If I have, please let me know in the comment section, guys. Remember, I've got the memory of a goldfish. I cannot remember. I've seen all of them, I think, all of the various tales, but it's been a long time. So if I've got it wrong, please let me know in the comment section. But to me, it seems like Richard has now come through all the stages of grief and he's now accepted it. He's moved on and he's now potentially using that grief and that sadness to do something positive. Is that correct? Please let me know.
We're all proud of you, Richie. I hope you get out there and smash it. I mean, what could go wrong?
Here's the first day of his job. This is what we saw. Right. So literally, the last, what was the last one called? I can't remember, people. I've got the memory of a goldfish, as I said to you before. So the last one we saw was Vincent's Tale self-portrait. So literally, what we've just seen just now, Vincent's Tale, the bedroom, gives us, it's almost like a bookend in a way, because we've seen what happened at the end, or the consequences of what happened at the end of self-portrait. But the very end of this, the bedroom with Richard, we've now seen what happens before self-portrait. So he's going on to the first day of his job. I hope that's right. Ren, you twisted my mind, you twisted my melon. Trust me on that. So I think we've got a back and a forth of this. So literally, if you can watch the last Ren self-portrait and you watch the bedroom, you can sort of watch them and merge them together. Crazy. Ren, you've got an incredible mind. And there's so much in that track. Was it 10 minutes? It didn't seem like 10 minutes. It seemed like about 4 or 5. Where he was in the prison cell playing the guitar. You saw the lighting coming up from beneath, shining up on him, which was incredible. And he's all dressed in white. And the funny thing is, the way we've been brought up, where you see like cowboys and Indians, the white people dressed in white are the good guys and the people dressed in black are the bad guys. But it is what it is. So I'll leave that one for you guys to think about. But it was amazing seeing how Ren was rapping at the beginning end before he said cash rules everything around me, cream, dollar bill, yo, everyone knows that's the Wu-Tang Clan. But the way he was doing his rhymes, and it was incredible. He's purposely rhyming same syllables again and again and again and again and again. It's incredible. But most of those were sort of sayings and profound sayings as well going through that track. But what got me as well was that Ren I just thought straight away of Ice Cube, jacking for beats, because literally we had like just hip hop, we had soul, we had the riffs, rock and roll riffs. Right? If you say like old Led Zeppelin, stuff like that, riffs, whatever going on, there was everything in this song. It wasn't one genre, it was every genre you can think of. And then Ren was rapping, Ren was singing, Ren was toasted. He was doing everything in this. But there was so much knowledge Ren was dropping. I could think of so many, I can't think what people call those words. You know, like the people like Confucius, all these people, etc., etc., etc. There was so much of that going on in this. And so much of it makes sense. Like there was one bit where he said that you can look at things 2 ways. Like demons are just fallen angels. So literally, from good turn to bad, and then you could say from bad sometimes turns to good. So it's that kind of thing as well, where there isn't anything straight. And he said that nothing is ever linear. Nothing ever goes in a straight line. So there's bumps on the road. So nothing goes in a straight line. He was saying there's bumps in the road, etc., etc. So it's just perception sometimes. But this whole story was crazy, absolutely crazy, because I'm thinking of how Ren thought about this. He must have had about 15 bits of paper, 15 A4 bits of paper, 15, is it not A3 cards, is it A2 cards or whatever? I don't know what you call those cards. Just plotting and how he's going to plan and structure this story, because there was so much going internal and external in this story. It's just mad. It just set me just. And to be honest with you, I think there's another tale coming up straight after this, which would be the tale of the policeman, who is Richard, if I've got that right. So we had, excuse me, we had Vincent and we had Richard the policeman. So we had like a split tale almost coming off of that. So yeah, that was madness, guys. And I don't even think I'll scratch the surface on that, but I hope you enjoyed that, because I certainly did. I'm going to have to watch it again. So literally what we're left with, we're left with Vincent being in the prison, recounting on how he got into the prison cell. But we were left then with Richard, the policeman, starting on his first day, which ended in that incident, altercation. And we're going to find out what happens from his perspective. So this is just one incredible tale. It's almost like the Spider-Man universe. It's almost like the Marvel universe, etc., etc. We have so many stories that are all out there in the ether, in the atmosphere, and at some point they're all going to come together and gel into one conclusion. That's what I'm thinking. So basically, we've got all these different Screech, we've got Jenny, we've got this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of this, I don't know how many tales we're going to have. Maybe it's the last one coming up next. Maybe there's more, who knows? But my goodness, Ren, you've excelled yourself. I absolutely love that. Hope that made sense. Hope you could understand me. I'm feeling so ill. But guys, make certain you look after yourselves. You look after each other. Make certain you check out all of Ren's songs, stories, tales. And he's been a busy person, hasn't he? Because not only has he done his tales, he's done his stuff with The Big Push, which I've been covering recently. And he's also done his stuff with the Skinner Brothers. My goodness, when does this guy get a chance to rest? And remember as well, he's been ill for a lot of this period as well. Hats off to you, Sir Ren. Hats off to you. But guys, please make certain you come back to the next Urb'n Barz reaction, guys.